Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Drive. I'm going to share this in my group real quick before we get started. I'm going to put this over in Becoming Unlimited on Facebook real quick. Y'all, I used to dread Mondays, right? Give me a one in the chat if you used to dread Mondays, because I used to dread Mondays and now I love them. But good morning. Welcome to the Daily Drive. As always, I have some new ears for you. So Friday, you guys, you ladies, you friends of mine saw my Robin Hood backpack, which is still right here because we haven't hung it up yet. But y'all saw my Robin Hood backpack on Friday because I didn't have ears for you. These would have been those ears. So we are on Christmas in July right now. Good morning, Mama Kay. Good to see you. Happy Monday. But we're on Christmas in July still. Actually, the last few ears that I have right now are all Christmas ears. We're almost done with my ear collection so far. We've done close to 40 of these videos with ears, so we're almost done, and that's why we're on Christmas in July. So I showed you last time the kind of opposite of these. They were red ears with a green bow, and these are another just set of Christmas ears that came out at Disney. They all run together after a while. So again, either my mother-in-law or my sister-in-law or my brother-in-law, somebody in my husband's family got these. I love this t-shirt too, Mama Kay. I think this is one from you. I think you gave me this. I love this shirt so much. And fun fact, it fits a lot better than it did when I first got it. But I love this shirt too. It's got a little bit from all of the parks, and I love it. I think you gave it to me, Mama Kay. But anyway, these ears are the other Christmas ears, so they've just got a little embellishment on them. You can see that's in the little Mickey shape. They're green with the bow, so just some Christmas ears. I wanted them, and somebody in my in-laws sent them to me, or we got them at the parks. I don't remember. Excuse me. Sometimes they all run together, but I love all of the themed things. I love it when Disney switches to fall in the summer, because I love all of the Mickey shaped pumpkins and all of the fall decorations and things. And now it brings back memories of going to the Not So Scary party, Not So Scary Halloween party with my mother-in-law a couple years ago for my birthday. And so I love fall when it switches to fall. I love Christmas when it switches to Christmas. I love going to the park and seeing all of the decorations. You would have gotten one for you too. Yeah, I don't remember how I acquired this one over the years, but I don't know. It was in my collection and I needed to put on a actual shirt, so I grabbed this one. But I love it when Disney switches to all of the theme things, and then they start doing Pride related things for that season. And so I love the Christmas ears. Y'all are going to see some fun ones, because these are the last basic Christmas ears. The rest of them are going to be fun. So anyway, Christmas ears. I got Christmas in July for y'all. But welcome to the Daily Drive. If you're new here, I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2010 and lived in darkness for a long time. And over the last couple of years, I've been on a personal growth journey. And so I've learned how to stay in control of my mind. Even while living with anxiety, I do still take 60 milligrams of Cymbalta every single day. Because I just need a little bit of chemical help sometimes too. And I do all of these other mindset things to stay in control of it. So I created the Daily Drive worksheet when I started to learn how to stay in control of my mind, even with anxiety. And what I felt like was the most important to help me push through anxiety was intentional thinking, goal setting, and gratitude. We talk about gratitude every Wednesday on the Daily Drive because it literally and physically changes the chemical makeup of your body. That's why it's one of the 3 sections here. Intentional thinking allows you to focus your mind, focus your energy, focus your thoughts, and give you something to go to when you need to redirect your mind. And goal setting obviously gives you that roadmap of what you need to do. And when we talk about goal setting, we talk about making sure that on the Daily Drive, it's daily, it's today's date, Daily Drive, we make sure that we're looking at our schedule and we make sure that we're setting small step, daily, attainable tangible, achievable goals for that day. We're not setting a bunch of goals. We're not writing down our big overall goal and stressing about it all day. We're making sure that our goals are intentional for the day. And that helps me push through the day and stay in control of my anxiety. And so that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. I love to bring y'all Motivation Monday because motivation is internal. You can use external things to trigger your internal feelings. You can use things to help you stay motivated, but the feeling that keeps you motivated is internal and it's associated with something specific. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. If you were with me on Friday, you know that I had an emotional couple of days and I was just feeling depleted. And so I gave you a little bit of help of what you can do when you're feeling depleted. But what I make sure that my focus is when I am feeling depleted, when I am feeling energized, when I am feeling happy, when I am writing down my daily drive for the day, which I do in a notebook right now. I don't have this printed out for every single day. I do it in a big journal. However, I do have 30-day packs of the daily drive printed in black and white for right now coming. So make sure you let me know if you want a 30-day pack of the daily drive. But what keeps you motivated, what keeps that internal feeling, that internal push going is being focused on your purpose. Knowing what your purpose is, knowing where your energy should be, knowing what you can use to redirect your mind. It comes from being focused on your higher purpose, being focused on what you are here for, right? And I know y'all are like, look, I am here, I'm 36 and I don't know what my purpose is still, but you know, what are you talking about focusing on your purpose? If I knew what that was, I could do it, right? And so that's what I'm gonna tell you, right? Is finding your purpose and how to do that so that you can be focused on your purpose and keep your energy going even when you're feeling depleted. I was just super depleted over the weekend. My energy was super low, I was emotional, but I still got some things done and still had an amazing weekend keeping my emotions in check. And I still feel all the emotions, y'all. I let myself feel it and come and go and ride the wave, and then I stay in control and focus and get to my purpose, right? So being focused on your purpose is what keeps you internally motivated. So if your purpose is to people often try to use external things for weight loss motivation, let's say, right? Like you hang a bikini on your refrigerator so that you don't get an extra ice cream every time you go to the fridge or whatever, or you print a picture of somebody in their bikini so that you can hang it on your wall or whatever, right? We often try to use those types of external things to keep us motivated, right? And what happens is that if your true purpose behind the weight loss isn't connected with your energy, then a lot of times we don't stay motivated, right? We open the door of the fridge right past that bikini hanging on the fridge, right? And that's because the purpose of that motivation that you're using isn't aligned with what your true purpose is, right? So for me personally, I have let go of the thought of weight loss. I've let go of the thought of needing to change my body because I want it to look like someone else's body. I've let go of getting on the scale all the time. I have let go of thinking about weight loss as my motivation. And instead, I think about keeping my body healthy, keeping my temple and my energy where it needs to be, right? That allows me to put my energy towards not binge eating, towards making better choices when I'm out, because the anxiety behind it isn't there anymore. It allows me to want to go to the gym and be active. It allows me to push more when I am active, because my internal motivation is simply to keep my body healthy. And if I'm keeping my body healthy and being active, what's going to happen? all of the other things that I want are going to come along with it, right? I'm losing weight. My body is looking different, right? The things that I want are coming along with it. But the purpose is simply to keep my body healthy versus feeling like I have to lose weight to compare myself to other people and whatever, right? So when you switch that thinking, that's how you stay internally motivated. When I discovered my purpose, and I promise you, I have it hanging on the wall in my office. My mother-in-law can attest to this because she slept in here for a few days. It is hanging on the wall in my office and says, I am here to connect with energy, abundance, and happiness in order to grow into my own potential, because if I'm not living at my highest self, I can't bring y'all the energy and the information that's going to help you. So I'm here to connect with energy, abundance, and happiness in order to grow into my potential while showing everyone with mental health issues that mind control is possible. And so what does that look like for me? That means that when I wake up and I'm feeling depleted, there are things that I now know that I can do to still live into that purpose, right? And how did I discover that purpose? How did I get to the understanding that this is what I'm supposed to do with my life? That's what I want to talk to y'all about, okay? In order to find your purpose and be focused on your purpose, you get to do things. You get to try stuff. Say yes to new opportunities. Keep your energy open to things that can come your way. You don't know what's going to spark your fire until you do it. So you get to try things. You get to say yes to new opportunities. Last summer, I had the opportunity to travel to Utah, and I went there for a retreat with the team that I was working with at the time. And I had one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had in my life that really started the ball rolling. I've been on a personal growth journey for probably about 3 to 4 years, but this experience that I had in Utah really set the intensity up. It turned everything up for me and gave me clarity, right? So I went to Utah just on a team retreat with the team that I was working with at the time, and it was a mix of doing leadership type training. We watched the Global Leadership Summit all together as a group. It was like group activities, work mixed in, different things, right? And so one of the things we did was going to a local park where we had a guest speaker come, and she is an intuitive life coach. And I was like, what does that even mean? Okay. Basically, she came and showed us how to connect with our inner energy. She walked us through some practices that helped us unlimit our minds a little bit. We did a grounding experience where I think every single person that was there was in tears and feeling that energy. Like I had my shoes off with my feet in the grass and feeling all of the energy come and go. And it was just almost an enlightening experience, just having someone give us the space to think about something differently, right? Because when you don't take those new opportunities, you're not allowing yourself that space to unlimit what you're currently thinking, right? So while we were in Utah and I did this grounding experience and had this amazing experience outside, I was still feeling all of this like inner turmoil with my spirituality and, feeling like I am one way and letting people down and whatever it is. I was just having one of those spiritual struggles, right? And so I had a conversation with one of my friends that was there that, again, totally unlimited my thoughts about things. As a Christian, I've always felt like using crystals to help with energy and stones and gemstones and herbs and like things that have been considered like magical, like I don't know how to explain it, but as a young Christian, those things were like taboo. It was like, we're not supposed to do it. It's magic. Like, that's not what we're supposed to do. Right. And so I had a conversation with someone who just simply said that God put these things here for us. God created gemstones and crystals and energy and all of these things and put them here for us. So why wouldn't we be allowed to use them, right? And that totally changed my spiritual thinking in that one instant. And it was like maybe a 5-minute conversation, but I wouldn't have had that conversation if I didn't say yes to that opportunity of going to Utah. And then again, didn't say yes to that opportunity of talking with someone and getting deep and letting my guard down. It totally changed my way of thinking. And eventually I left working with that team because I felt like I was outgrowing it. I felt like my growth was further and would reach further than that one specific thing that we were doing. So I ended up leaving that team so that I could focus on this and have my energy here, right? And I've grown more personally since then, and social media, business, influencer, whatever you want to call it, all of that has grown more since then. And since I said yes to the opportunity of stepping away from something so that I could step into something else. You're not saying no to something. You're saying yes to stepping away and into something else. So if I didn't go on that retreat to Utah and have that experience, I wouldn't have the energy that I have now related to my purpose. I wouldn't know what my purpose was, right? That lit that spark inside of me. And the more I started getting into brain work, mindset work, how can I intentionally take control of my mind and then show the world how to do that? When I started really getting into that, the sparks kept coming and it kept fanning that flame, that fire, and allowing me to get my energy up when I'm thinking about my purpose, because it's all aligned together, right? So to find your purpose, just try stuff. Just do things. Say yes to new opportunities. Say yes to stepping away from something and into something else. Say yes to trying something that you've never tried. Say yes to that thing you wanted to do when you were 10 years old and then got self-conscious about it. Do it, because you don't know what's going to spark that fire until you do it, right? You can do 100 things that you don't like before you find the one thing that blows your mind. And it's all part of the journey. Now you know what you don't like. Now you can fine tune what your purpose is, right? I'm going to get to some other stuff about this in a second, but personal development is super important. When I got intense with figuring out this purpose and getting my brain wrapped around it, I got intense with finding the right people to fill my mind with. Personal development is so important, and personal development is just whatever helps you grow, whatever helps you change your limiting thoughts, whatever helps you unlimit your mind is personal development. Y'all, sometimes personal development for me is literally turning off all the noise and just having 5 minutes of quiet, right? Because noise is just always there, right? And that's personal development because it's allowing me to grow. I'm growing in that time because I'm controlling what's happening, right? So personal development, research, find people that are doing what you're doing or doing what you want to do. Listen to them. If you listen to something and it doesn't spark your fire, it's not interesting, don't listen to it anymore. Don't feel like you have to finish an entire audiobook just because you started it. If it doesn't fuel your fire, it doesn't serve you, let go of it. So personal development is so important to unlimiting your thoughts. I can do a whole live about where you can find personal development. So y'all have questions about that, let me know and I'll answer them in the comments. But personal development is literally like a Pandora's box of anything you can think of to help you grow. I use YouTube videos, I use podcasts, I use journaling. That was my next thing. I journal with the Daily Drive. I journal in my phone. If I'm, busy, I just open a note real quick and journal what my thought is so that I can get a handle on it, right? Journaling is just letting your mind be free. It doesn't have to be anything huge. And so journaling helps with finding your purpose because you can look back on what you've done. You can journal what things you tried that sparked you. You can journal what things you tried that didn't spark you. You can journal what parts of things sparked you, right? You can journal and just get a handle on what's in your mind, right? And then set goals. Some of my goals are just learning something new every day. They are trying a new craft once a week. They are 45 minutes of physical activity daily if my body feels up to it, right? Just set goals so that you can keep your focus in that direction. And your goals can be related to trying new things, right? Like I said, I make a goal to try a new craft. And if I don't like it, if I'm not good at it, if I don't like the way that it looks, then I don't have to do it again. But I tried it and I unlimited my mind a little bit more, right? So to find your purpose, just try stuff. Say yes to new opportunities. Say yes to stepping away from something and stepping into something else. Like I said, you're not saying no to something. You're not walking away from something. You're not giving up on something. You're just shifting. Say yes to shifting, trying something new, personal development, journal, set goals. And remember, you might try 100 things you don't like before you find the thing that sparks your fire, but that's going to keep you internally motivated, trying those 100 things and then finding the one thing you like because now you know that that is it, right? So over the weekend, I was just feeling so depleted, right? And so when you know what your purpose is, when you've done the work to uncover your purpose, when you have tried the 100 things that you don't like so that you can fuel your fire with the couple of things you do like, that allows you to show up even when you feel depleted, right? So Thursday and Friday were super emotional for me. A lot of stuff happened, a lot of hormones, and so I was just super emotional. I was feeling depleted, right? But I know what my purpose is. So even when I'm feeling depleted, my energy is still focused on what can I do to show mental health awareness, right? And so even if it's that I'm an emotional mess one day and I have it all together the next day, you're going to see that because that's how mental health works, right? And so I'm still living in my purpose of spreading mental health awareness even when I'm feeling depleted. And knowing that purpose allows me to emotionally show up, to physically show up, to get my energy in the right place, to say yes to those opportunities. I did my first on my own vendor sale with my own things that I've created. I've done vendor sales before when I was with MLM. I've done vendor sales with my products and all of that, but these were my creations, my jewelry that you can see on my website and things that I've been sharing. Like these are my creations. And so on Saturday, I did my first vendor show with my things as a mental health coach. I had my jewelry, I had daily drives printed out, I had gratitude silos printed out, I had information, all of the things. And I was so depleted Friday night and Saturday morning, but knowing that I got to go and spread mental health awareness, that I got to go meet new people, connect with people, give out my information, chat about mental health, had my energy going, even though I was depleted and nervous because it was my first vendor sale, right? The emotions were still there with me, but my energy was focused on that vendor sale. And so it allowed me to get all of my stuff together, to pack up what I needed on Friday night, to wake up Saturday ready to go and ready to, finish packing up. I didn't put all of my stuff in the car and all of that, right? And so it allowed me to stay in that energy field because I know that this is my purpose. Good morning, Haley. I'm so glad to see you. You can hop back to the beginning if you want to. But it just allows you to live in your purpose, right? Yes, God gave us everything we need, Kathy. I believe in that as well. And even if you don't believe in God and you're not a Christian, you believe in just the powers of the universe or, Mother Nature, the Keebler Elves, whatever you believe in, we are still given what we need in this universe. So don't feel like there are things that you can't explore. Thank you for that, Kathy. But when you know what your purpose is, it allows you to focus your energy even when you feel depleted. So even though I had super emotional days on Thursday and Friday, I still got things done. I still focused on my purpose. My husband helped me get a jewelry rack together, right? And Saturday, I still woke up ready to go to the vendor sale. I came home real tired and slept the whole afternoon when it was done, but I got up Saturday ready to go live in my purpose because it energizes me to talk to people about mental health, to bring awareness to anxiety, to mind control, to what you can do, to the fact that you're not a victim of your mind. It energizes me to do that. So I woke up ready to go Saturday, even though I had no physical energy, right? And I went to the vendor sale. I sold a pair of earrings that are made with Elliot's shed that look really cool that are going to be on my website soon. I sold 6 other pairs of earrings. I sold some craft materials that I don't use anymore because I was trying new things and those were the things that I didn't like. And so I sold some of that stuff. I added email addresses to my contact list to subscribe to the blog. I chatted with a bunch of people. I gave out my card. I gave out daily drives. I talked to someone that is a teacher at a school that is worrying about mental health issues with kids going from virtual back to in person. And if your child was a freshman, they did their whole freshman year virtual and maybe haven't even been in their school, right? And so I talked to somebody about that and gave my information and let them know that I'm a speaker. I connected with people, right? So even though my physical energy was depleted from all of the emotions and everything else that was happening, my purpose allows me to still show up with that energy. So the vendor sale was awesome. I had tons of fun. Dawn, thank you for stopping by. I got some hugs. Again, I sold some jewelry, added contacts, made connections, and just had time to live in my purpose because I know what my purpose is, and that keeps me internally motivated, right? So find your purpose so that you can stay internally motivated. Yes, I have external things to help me stay motivated. I have my Apple Watch, right? Who else loves the fitness things on the Apple Watch? I love, my husband sends me woohoo when I close all the rings and whatever. I love it, right? Let me know if you love your Apple Watch. So that is an external thing that keeps me motivated to go be active, right? I can't even really think of a lot of the other external things, to be honest with you, because I know what my purpose is, and that's inside me. And that's the little spark that's in here, right? And so when I come in my office and I see my craft things sitting here, that lights that spark and makes me want to get crafty. I've got a list of things to do when I get off of the year that I want to get out there because my energy related to my purpose is still on high, even when I feel physically, maybe emotionally depleted, because your purpose will keep that fire lit for you. And even when you feel emotions, you will still have that focus when you know what your purpose is. So find your purpose by trying new stuff, saying yes to new opportunities, saying yes to shifting your energy onto something new, saying yes to trying 100 different things in order to find the one thing that lights your spark. Personal development, do that work. It's scary. It's hard. You're going to cry. You're going to be angry with yourself. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to need to shut it all off and rest for a day and not fill your brain. That's still personal development, y'all. I do that every Sunday, right? That's still personal development because sometimes we just need a break in our brain, okay? So do the things. It's going to be hard, but when you have that purpose and that fire inside of you, you will keep focused on where you want to go. So try new stuff. Say yes to those new opportunities because you never know what 1-minute thing could happen that will change your entire life. The retreat that I went on in Utah changed my whole way of thinking and gave me this purpose that I have now. And I just said yes to going and being open to the experience while I was there. And then eventually outgrew that team and left, y'all. But it's still an experience that I'm grateful for, even though I'm not on that team anymore, because it opened my mind. So just try the stuff. Say yes to the opportunities. Say yes to things that come up that seem interesting to you. If it seems interesting, it's for a reason, and it could be the thing that fuels your fire. So find your purpose, because being focused on your purpose allows you to stay motivated even when you feel depleted. And so what am I feeling like now? I'm feeling like I'm ready to create some new things. I'm feeling like I'm ready to clean up my house so that I can get back to, our normal for the week. I'm feeling like I'm ready to print y'all's daily drives so that I can get them out to you. I'm feeling like I'm ready to get back into all of those things. Even though sometimes I feel depleted, but I'm staying motivated by my true purpose through all of those emotions. So find what your true purpose is. Try the stuff, say yes. Find what your true purpose is, and when you have that spark in you, it will keep you internally pushing, and it will keep you internally motivated. That's my Motivation Monday for y'all. Give me a hashtag Motivation Monday if you're still here. That's my Motivation Monday for y'all. When you find out what your true purpose is, when you do the work, when you do the personal development and find what your purpose is, you will stay motivated to live in that purpose every single day, whatever step you need to take to do that. That's my Motivation Monday help for y'all. Do me a favor, y'all, and check out dailydrivecoaching.com. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom and put your email address in and then hit subscribe, you'll get more content from me, blog posts, ways to unlimit your mind, worksheets that I'm creating, all kinds of stuff. If you're not part of my Becoming Unlimited Facebook group, let me know, or just look for Becoming Unlimited on Facebook. It is just a free community of support where you get these daily drives and a little bit more content about unlimiting your mind, plus just a community of people to connect with. I love y'all in my group. We have good conversations. We're there for each other. We drop some funny memes every once in a while. So if you're not part of Becoming Unlimited, let me know, or just search for it. If you are catching this on YouTube, do me a favor and hit subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you see when I post new videos. I've got a ton of stuff coming to YouTube other than these daily drives, so make sure you're subscribed there. I will never, ever, ever ask for any fee for what I do here on social media. You can see all of my services in retail on dailydrivecoaching.com. All I ask is that you subscribe to all the things, you share with a friend, you tag a friend, you engage with me, interact, you turn on notifications so that you get all of the info, and just help me spread mental health awareness. That's all I ask. You can see all of my services in retail on dailydrivecoaching.com or on Etsy, which is a work in progress. But y'all, hashtag Motivation Monday. Stay motivated by finding your purpose and then being focused on that purpose. Try new things, say yes to new opportunities, do the personal development, journal your thoughts, journal what you like and don't like, set goals, and just be focused on that inner spark. And that will keep you internally motivated and pushing even when you feel depleted. I love y'all so much. I'm going to drop the daily drive in the comments for you. And today I am putting just all things new in my joy jar. That is how I show gratitude in one way. So I am grateful for all things new. I'm grateful for your new perspective, for my new perspective, for new people that are watching, for new ways of thinking. I used to hate Mondays. Now I get excited about them because I wake up in my purpose. So I am just grateful for all things new. And that includes y'all, your new mindset, your new growth, all of those things. I love y'all so, so much. Happy Motivation Monday. Find your purpose and then be focused on it so that you can show up and live in that purpose every single day and keep yourself internally motivated. Happy Monday. I love y'all so much. I will see you soon.